Caught in a dust storm. Here's what you need to know. You're cruising through the desert, blue sky overhead, the road endless ahead. Suddenly, everything shifts. The horizon darkens. The wind roars. A massive wall of dust swallows the sun whole. This is a dust storm, or a haboob if you're in certain parts of the world. Sudden, fierce, and totally overwhelming. But what sparks these giant dust walls? And how do they impact the land, air, and your body? Dust storms happen when fierce winds whip up tons of dust, sand, and debris, forming clouds miles wide and thousands of feet tall. You'll mostly spot them in dry places: Arizona, Nevada, Texas, the Middle East, North Africa, basically, deserts and semi-arid zones. But dust storms aren't just desert drama. Climate change and soil damage are pushing them into farms, suburbs, even highways. So what sets one off? Usually, it's a collapsing thunderstorm pushing cold air out fast and wide. That chilling blast hits dry soil, kicking up massive dust clouds. Within minutes, you're staring down a wall of dirt racing 30 to 60 miles per hour. Sometimes it lasts just minutes. Other times, hours. But when it hits, visibility. You might as well be driving blind. And it's not just the danger of not seeing. Dust storms pack tiny particles, way smaller than a strand of hair. These tiny specks can dig deep into your lungs, triggering asthma, bronchitis, heart problems, even raising infection and stroke risks. In some places, dust brings fungal spores or toxic metals straight from polluted soils. Long-term exposure. Chronic respiratory disease, especially for kids and seniors. Dust storms aren't just a human problem. They rob the land of nutrients, making farming a nightmare. They hitchhike pests, bacteria, and seeds across continents, spreading trouble far and wide. Air quality plummets for days, sometimes weeks. And soil erosion worsens, feeding a vicious cycle of bigger, more frequent storms. In the US, dust storms might seem rare or harmless. But the Dust Bowl of the 1930s tells a darker tale. Those storms wiped out crops, displaced families, and blackened skies across entire states. People said it felt like the world ending. Today, the warning signs are coming back. Drier winters, hotter summers, poor land care, all feeding the storm machine again. So when a dust storm hits, what do? If you're in a car, pull over immediately. Turn off your lights. Bright headlights can cause crashes by confusing other drivers. Roll up the windows and wait it out. Driving blind in a dust storm is a recipe for disaster. If you're outside, cover your nose and mouth. Find shelter and protect your eyes from flying debris. And always check air quality before heading out if you live where dust storms roam. Dust storms remind us the earth is alive, that the wind still holds wild power over us. They show how our farming, industry, and climate choices shape not just the land, but the very air you breathe. Dust storms aren't just weather events, they're warnings. Signals that the balance is breaking. If this blew your mind, hit subscribe. Let's keep learning and stay ahead of the storm. Because knowledge is power, especially when the air turns to dust.